From new and upgraded hospitals to providing subsidized prescription and health care, the government is investing billions of dollars to create a transformed healthcare system. Work is ongoing, and we give you an update from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Plus, our children issue an all-too-familiar call for motorists to cut their speed. You're watching Jamaica Magazine, and I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson.
This is one time we don't want you to laugh.
Staying safe on the road is a serious thing.
Mr. Taxi driver and bus driver, take time, no man. People say one-stop driver and come off.
Cyclists, motorcyclists, pedestrian, all road users using the head.
Only if you use cell phone and drive. No, man.
Idiot thing that.
Road safety is no laughing matter.
Because we want you to be around
and laughing with us for a long time.
A message from the National Road Safety Council and National Health Fund.
Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Thursday, May 30, 2024. Acts of favoritism or corruption in the trucking of water to drought-affected areas will not be tolerated. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made that assertion in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. He has directed the National Water Commission, NWC, to establish a hotline and email address dedicated to receiving complaints on the matter.
And as soon as the complaints are brought to the attention of the NWC, we will pass them on to MOCA for investigations to be done to bring charges and prosecution against persons who have been identified in this regard. Madam Speaker, we take it very seriously. There should be no corruption or favoritism in the distribution of water.
Mr. Holness also addressed complaints about trucks being excluded from the delivery schedule because they have not been certified by the Ministry of Health, the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA, and the NWC. He insists that the systems being implemented by the government are to ensure that the highest standard of water quality is maintained for distribution.
It is a challenge, Madam Speaker, but I want the public to be assured that the government will not compromise its standards in the delivery of potable water through trucking. The public can have confidence that the water that they are getting is safe for human consumption.
The Prime Minister says more than $300 million is being spent to alleviate drought conditions facing Jamaicans. Government will be investing $20 million to expand the coverage of social protection programs and enhance their effectiveness. Minister of Labour and Social Security, Pernell Charles Jr., made the announcement during his contribution to the 2024-2025 sectoral debate in Parliament Wednesday. Several initiatives are to be undertaken through the Social Protection for Increased Resilience and Opportunity SPIRO project.
One major activity under this project is the design and implementation of an integrated social protection information system, which will accelerate the transformation of the ministry's systems and significantly reduce processing time across all programs. The SPIRO project will also bolster employment services and labor market research tools.
The SPIRO project seeks to expand the social protection coverage in Jamaica, working in partnership with the World Bank. It will include the establishment of an unemployment insurance scheme, as well as measures to provide Jamaican workers with risk protection from economic and climate change shocks. 10,000 young people will be employed this year through the Ministry of Local Government's Youth Summer Employment Program, YSEP. Portfolio Minister Desmond McKenzie says the administration is broadening its intake capacity in response to the high demand for placement in the program. The participants will be deployed across various agencies in the local government ministry, allowing them to earn an income for the summer holidays.
They will be assigned to the Jamaica Fire Brigade, to the SDC, to the National Solid Waste Management Authority, to all state agencies, Madam Speaker. Never before in the history of Jamaica has any government in any one given time has offered so much in terms of employment to our young people. This is a progressive government.
The Youth Summer Employment Program was launched in 2017 to assist in combating youth unemployment island-wide. More than 40,000 young people have since benefited from the initiative. The government has entered an agreement with Carib Cement Company for the upgrading and reopening of the Rockfort Mineral Bath in Kingston. Carib Cement has obtained a 25-year lease to operate the site through an agreement with the Jamaica National Heritage Trust under the Ministry of Culture. The agreement was signed on May 24 for $57 million in upgrades over the next 5 years. Culture Minister Olivia Grange says targeted renovations will be completed within 3 to 6 months, which should make the facility available to the public shortly. The scope of work will include enhancement of the baths, installation of accessories, and the establishment of a robust security presence to ensure the health and safety of visitors. Minister Grange says the renovation will reposition the iconic Rockfort Mineral Bath among the list of culture, heritage, health, and tourism attractions of the Greater Kingston and Port Royal area. This was endorsed by Minister with Responsibility for Information, Senator Dana Morris-Dixon, at Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing.
This new mineral bath, the new and improved mineral bath, will join a growing catalogue of recreational spaces such as the Harmony Beach Park in St. James, the upcoming Resilience Park in Portmore, and Fort Rocky's 24/7 entertainment zone in Port Royal. So we really look forward to having the Rockfort Mineral Bath back on stream for our Jamaicans to enjoy.
Rockfort Mineral Bath is a national monument renowned for having healing properties. It has attracted Jamaicans and visitors to the country to take a dip in its healing stream. And finally, the Ministry of Education and Youth has reaffirmed its support for the continuation of CSEC and CAPE STEM-based subjects despite recent concerns about their potential discontinuation. The subjects are agricultural science, industrial technology, green engineering, and electrical and electronic engineering technology. Minister Favour Williams says the rumors surrounding the discontinuation of these subjects are premature.
I want to say to our principals and our students that the Ministry of Education and Youth understands the value of these subjects, especially in the light of the recent declaration of Jamaica as a STEM island.
She reveals that the ministry met with principals earlier this month and it was unanimously agreed to continue the subjects.
We will engage further with our principals to hear from them as to the support they will need. We will increase awareness of these subject areas under the STEM and TVET agendas and the value of the subjects to our national development and in advancing career opportunities. We will look also at increasing opportunities for career counseling for students to aid in their understanding of the potential for job opportunities in these areas.
Minister Williams was addressing this week's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House. She added that her ministry would also convene with the CXC and regional education ministers on June 4 to discuss the 4 subjects. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.
More life.
More memories.
More moments. Jamaica Moves is a call to action to prevent non-communicable diseases. Get active. Eat healthy. You can protect yourself from high blood pressure, obesity, asthma, certain cancer diseases, and more.
The government is undertaking major investments in the health sector with special focus on infrastructure development of our hospitals. Here's the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, with the details.
In 2016-2017, when we started on this journey and the budget assigned to public health was $60 billion, recurring $55 billion, I'm rounding the numbers, and capital $4.5 billion. Today, 24-25, that budget has moved to $145 billion. Recurrent being 133, capital 11.5 billion. Madam Speaker, this translates in a 143% increase in the health budget between 2016 and 2025. We have acted, that's the conclusion, tangibly, after recognizing that the legacy of neglect has left us underspending in public health, and the transformation we seek requires an expansion of expenditure, and the government has done just that. On this road to transformation, we have spent close to $1 billion Jamaican dollars last year on hospitals. And the record is there to show that multiples of that over the last 8 years. Our overhauling of hospital infrastructure has seen some 21 hospitals seeing major upgrading over the last 8 years, and a lot more to come. Right at this moment, the UWI Ring Road is being rerouted at the cost of $278 million for the 120 square foot, 6-story tower coming at an approximate cost of some $6 billion. The designs are complete and we will go to market this year, but work is now taking place. UWI has benefited from more diagnostic equipment over the last few years than probably any other time. And the list is there. And that shows our commitment to the University Hospital of the West Indies as the premier tertiary level hospital that has a responsibility not just for Jamaicans, but for the region. Spanish Town Hospital, the work has commenced. We are demolishing the old buildings now to start the construction for this $6.5 billion facility, a 6-story facility with multiple additional services. On completion, the Spanish Town Hospital will expand its services, offering to the St. Catherine community urology, oncology, cardiology, gastroenterology, ophthalmology, and psychiatry. Chapelton Hospital. This past year, we secured this facility perimeter fencing. We have added more doctors, and this facility has been upgraded. We talk about beds from a 16-bed facility to a 38-bed facility. So in effect, what we are doing is building a brand new hospital for the people of Western Jamaica. We have already spent $3.5 billion on this project. This year we are projected to spend $5.81 billion. And that final phase that we're in, work has now started to deal with the internals, and we will see the manifestations of that in the months to come. If you add Western Child and Adolescent Hospital to that on this road to transformation, which is now 54% complete, we will see the highest concentration of hospital beds starting in the next year in the Caribbean. Both hospitals will have a combined 750 beds, not to mention 12 operating theaters that will be brand new between both hospitals. That is going to be good for the people of St. James and St. John. We're doing work at Maypen. We're now doing civil works tender phase, and we'll go to market in 2024, which is a continuation of the build out of our hospital infrastructure. Over in St. Ann, the St. Ann Bay Hospital is now undergoing final stages of design for work that's done also, and we'll comment more on that during the course of this year. And the Kingston Public Hospital, which we are very fearful will go the route of Cornwall Regional and collapse if we do not take major drastic action. And I'm pleased to say that the government, Honorable Prime Minister, has said to me in Cabinet with my colleagues that we should begin the process to explore scoping for a new hospital to replace the Kingston Public Hospital. In the meantime, the hospital has to function. This year we budgeted $300 million as part of the overhauling of the KPH, looking at the critical issues. They have electrical issues, they have plumbing issues, with the intention of ensuring that the hospital functions and that the staff are sufficiently comfortable to do what is required. We are on the road to transformation. We're not there yet, but we need to keep moving.
Know your numbers and control the keys to a healthier heart. Know the numbers for your blood pressure, cholesterol level, blood glucose level, and your weight and body mass index. Find out the risks they represent and what you need to do to stay healthy. Talk to your doctor and start making healthy lifestyle choices to prevent a heart attack or stroke.
Up next, how the National Health Fund, NHF, has been providing well-needed subsidies in support of affordable access to health care.
The truth is, the NHF has had increased outlets, increased prescriptions, increased drugs, increased budget, and they have done so efficiently. So guess what? We're not only adding more, we're spending it and giving Jamaicans value for money. I want to say today, in addition to that, as part of the responsiveness of government, you would have recalled that the NHF announced the addition of PCA tests for prostate cancer screening, $1,600 per year for men over 40 years. I'd like to announce today that after we have done the analysis, we are now introducing a $1,300 Jamaican dollars per year screening test for pap smear for women, Jamaican women over 21 years old, so they're able to do a pap smear test once a year for cervical cancer. We are adding services based on the challenges in the population. In 2016-2017, the National Health Fund spent $4.18 billion on subsidies for drugs on the NHF card. In 23-24, that agency provides subsidies of $7.14 billion for drugs, which is a 97% increase of expenditure. The NHF also increased the categories of chronic illnesses. So previous to now, 2016, there were 16 categories of illnesses that were covered on the NHF card. Today, there are 22 categories of illnesses that are covered on the NHF card. Previous to now, Parkinson's disease, lung cancer, multiple myeloma, colorectal cancer, thyroid disease, and cervical cancer were not on the NHF card. Today, we are spending nearly $500 million more to cover these four areas, and over 47,000 Jamaicans who would previously not be impacted are now impacted under this arrangement, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the cost to provide drugs and medical sundries to the public health sector by the NHF in 2016-2017 was just under $6 billion, compared to $15 billion, a staggering 156% increase. Now let me just say that there is cause for concern that the cost of drugs are moving in such a rapid direction, because one has to now contend with how sustainable that is, which is why we have to control illness through prevention. I can truly say today that after 8 years, we are very clear on our path to enhancing the health and wellness of the Jamaican people through a strategy that has been guided by policies that promote equity, transparency, responsiveness, respectfulness, and collaboration.
And as we wind down the month of May and our Child Month experience, we bring you another in the series of Children in Expression. Students from Bridgeport Primary School urge motorists to cut their speed.
The road code and not allowed to speak for myself. They make all the decisions.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere by myself. They're afraid I'll escape.
See how my hand and face bruise up? Them beat me cause me say me tired.
Victims of human trafficking are all around us and they need our help. Forced labor is one of the many forms of human trafficking. If you see something, say something. Report suspected cases of human trafficking. Call the nearest police station, 119 or 888-PROTECT.
We just have to teach them the right way, right? Because it's one thing to speak out, but yet we cannot speak out of terms, I understand, and we still have to watch what we say, because even though there is free speech, we still have to be respectable and responsible. So if we can teach them the right way to express themselves in the right way, then I think we'll go far in their growing up to be respectable and honorable men in society.
Protect the children, because the children are the future and we're going to need them. And if we do not protect the children, then we're going to have a society of chaos. You understand me? Because the children are the future. We've been saying it for years now. This is not something that's new. And we know that the importance of this world right now is future in the children. So we have to protect the children at all costs. And we have to know that we give them the right and proper guidance. You understand me? No one is perfect, but we can try our best.
One of the things we can do is embrace your children more, love them more, show them love, and appreciate them.
Just be there for them, whether it's your child, yes or no. Once you see that there's danger, you just try to protect them, help in the community, help to grow the kids to have a better future.
While hummingbird melodies resound around the lignum vitae blossom, we thank our ancestors, those etched on the coat of arms and those embedded in our hearts, for entrusting to us the care and continuation of our shared heritage. Fulfilled by our favorite fruit, we lift our hands in homage to the national flag and anthem.
It is in our best interest to preserve and repair this land, because this is a Fiwilika island. Let's take every opportunity to thoroughly explore our country while we raise our heads with pride and dignity.
Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind.
the strength and the vigor of my body in the service of my fellow citizens.
I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly.
Jamaica, may we, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
This is where our journey ends, but only for today. Do join us again tomorrow when we'll bring another informative program. In the meantime, stay connected via our website, jis.gov.jm. And while you're online, send your feedback to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm or via X at JIS News. You may also find us on all the major social media platforms and through our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.